Okay. So for that means so right now, as we discussed, let me share my screen with you, and we can go on through this quickly. Models and databases.
Yeah.
So for that, basically, you need to understand only this thing. Like
Did you share your screen?
I think so. I need to share my screen. I will. Let me. No, I start the recording, but I forgot to share my screen. Now you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
So basically, the idea about this is you can see. So in any app, we have these things available with us. It's not about Django in any app. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the basic things are there? We have this front end. Am I right?
Yes.
We have front end. We have server and we have database. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, front end is you can say which user is able to see. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
It can be written in any programming language, like any framework, like Angular, HTML, CSS, or React.js. Am I right?
Yep.
And this is a backend. It's a server basically, where we will write our logic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's a middleware. So, and it's a front end UI part, and this here database. And am I right? So, database can be SQL, database can
I
be
I had a question.
MongoDB. Yes, yes.
So far, you remember that when we were um, dealing with the JSX files, right, in the front end, over there
Yes.
we were defining logics, don't you think?
Yeah, those are related to front end only because on a front end itself we require logic. Am I right?
Mm. Mm.
Means whatever you want to do with that application, you need to write a code there.
Yes.
Makes sense. And whatever you learn there, routing and things, those are also applicable here. But we are and right now we are discussing about model and database only.
Okay.
So I'm just explaining that thing to you. Am I
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, and in this, these three components, what are the things happening here? Am I right?
Yeah.
So basically, what is happening here? We have, you can say this, we are means making a request. Am I right?
Yeah.
And it means checking the request, and based on that, it will perform a operation. It's a create operation, it's a read operation, it's a write operation, or delete operation, or update operation. Am I right?
Mm.
And it will give us a, you can say this thing to us, return back after performing the operation, and then it will return this back as to a UI. Am I right?
Mm.
So, but here is a catch. What is a catch there? So let's consider on these two. Let's say we write a code in a the common thing. What is common thing? Is the data, right?
Hmm.
Data is a common thing. Here we are displaying the data, we are capturing the user data from user, and server itself we are processing the data as a whatever we got from in a request we are processing that the data and saving that data. Am I right?
Hmm.
So far that means if you know the SQL or any database, then there is a structure is there. Okay. Data in a SQL, we have a three kind of data. Means structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Okay.
Hmm.
So for that, we have this where we stored in a it's known these terms like table. Okay.
Yeah. Like
You are this.
in database, we keep those files, like DBSQLite, those files.
Yes. So if you talk about any database, or right now we are talking about SQL. We're
Hmm.
not talking about. We are talking about structured data right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So in a
Structured
database, yes,
query language.
structure language, yes, structure query language. So it will means here we have a table, okay, and the table have a rows, and the rows have a columns or values, okay.
Hmm.
So for that, let's say it's think of it's using Bangla, okay, Bangla language,
Hmm.
makes sense.
Hmm.
And it's no Bangla, and this server no Hindi, right?
Hmm.
And it's we're talking about tools only. So for that, but logic is reside here only. Am I right?
Hmm.
So if means he know Hindi, he know Bangla only. Am I right?
Hmm.
So for that, ORM comes in a picture.
Object relational manager
Mapping.
mapping. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So whatever we want to communicate means whatever we want to perform any operation like here operation is your flood operation. Okay. So that should be there in that only. Means it will give us a make our life easy.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Hmm.
Means you know the whatever language you know Hindi. Okay. It will give you a flexibility to means communicate with the database which know Bangla only. Am I right?
Hmm.
In a Hindi, in a tool with the help of ORM, you can you can use your own language. Okay. Under the hood, it understand it converted into a Bangla and able to perform all the operations. Make sense or not?
So ORM is a material of data. I mean backend.
It's a yes server, or it's a you can say library. You can think of library. You can think of a framework. Am I right?
Hmm.
So with the help of that, you can perform the database operation like CRUD, create, filter, update, and delete. Okay, with in a programming itself.
Yeah.
If you means do without this, then it's hard for you to do this because SQL is a totally different language. You understand my point?
Yeah.
So for that, let me start this. So means ORM make your life easy.
Hmm.
Okay. And whatever operation you want to do, it will give you a, you can say UI. With the help of that, you can do that very easily, like this. And for that means, because there is a data type is different, am I right?
Hmm.
Here we will use int and things, and there we have a different data types.
What
So
is this one? What is this thing?
this is a, you can say, MySQL, and
Hmm.
to show you means how things are working here, I will come here for your this, so that you can write check the things. Let's say if we check this information schema PHP admin, and if these are the, you can say, tables. Okay, this is a database, and these are the table. Okay, here you have this, like this is a query. This is right now we don't have this. So basically, the idea is, let's say if you want to in structure, so this is a data structure. This is a table structure. Okay,
Hmm.
and if you want to, you can say make any insert a data. Let's say insert. Then you can do this. You can add the value here. Okay,
Yes.
varchar, and it will give us a one row. One row is created, and you are able to see the reports there. Okay,
So this is something inside the database we're trying to give data.
it's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a tool. Its name is PHP admin. We can use, rather than doing this programming. We can, if we want to do some operation with a database only, without any
Hmm.
programming thing. With the help of this tool, we can use that. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
with the in form of UI, in form of query as well, structure query language. Okay.
Hmm.
So these are the syntax. So here you are able to see a lot of operations are there. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And to, you can create with the help of query, you can create things by your own. So, but to me do this in a programming, we require thing. With the help of that, we can perform some operations. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
For that, models comes in a picture. Am I right?
Yeah.
So it's a model. It's a data structure which we need to save in our database. Okay. And in our data itself, we have a type as well. You understand my point?
Hmm.
If you check the structure of this table, then it will come with this type as well. Varchar, test, int, tiny int, test. Am I right?
Hmm.
So those things should be also available in your this model and database query. Those should be there. So for that, we have a query data type as well, and there
Hmm.
is a proper way to tell them. So here, if you check this model and database, so it's right now it is model in Django. Just a minute. Okay, so as we discussed class, this is the same the same thing is there, like in table we check that in a this we will call table. Am I right?
Yes.
Which will contain, you can say, information. Am I right?
Mm.
And here we consider this in a Python. We consider this a class. Am I right?
Mm.
And attribute is nothing. It's a column, and
Yeah.
object is row. Okay.
Yes.
So means
So,
each,
mm,
let's say you have a one class, right? Like it will contain your this whatever column name is there, right? So
mm,
it will contain all the data. And your this attribute is a means what are the properties are there in that class. Okay.
yeah.
And object is a, you can say, when you create a new object. Let's say we have a student table. Okay.
Yes.
So we will create a model class there, which will contain the information what column it will contain. Am I right?
Yes.
When you create a new or add a new means student with this ORM or with this model for this model and save it in a SQLite, that becomes a row.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You have any question or concern?
Um. So in models, we are defining the how the table structures and everything is gonna be with the characters limit and something like those things, right?
Yes, we will tell what is the column name, okay,
Yeah.
and what is the column name and what is the data type there. If there is the in a database itself, we have restrictions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Restrictions in the sense constraint as well. Means, hey, this value contain only this range. Am I right?
Mm.
Or it should be a should be a less than and this a should be cannot be null. Am I right? So
Yeah.
based on that, we can do that as well because those are
So
required things.
okay. So I just have a question. Let's say I have a database of 1,000 students with name information and everything. Okay, which is in the database, and also I have the how the table structures and everything. It's in the models.py. Now I want to change that 1,000 informations. Like I want to add anything or I want to do something different. So I have to modify the models.py again, right?
Yes, yes, you need to do that, but this is not enough. Am I right?
Yes.
Because you are under the hood, you are interacting with your database. Am I right?
Yes.
You
So,
make a changes in your this only code only.
mm,
How you will communicate with your database?
I have
So
to migrate.
yes, migration come in a picture then.
Yes. Then it updates, right?
Yes.
Or do I use the PHP admin?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Every framework have their migration, so that's why I told you. This is a common thing which you need to understand. It's applicable for other languages as well or frameworks as well, like Python. Python is Django is this, and apart from Django, if you worked on other, you can say this Node.js or other technology, it's also same thing is there. It's ORM is object relationship mapper. Okay.
Okay.
You write Python, Django convert into a SQL automatically. So Django is, you can say, doing this for you. Okay.
Yes.
For that, you need to know what are the things. Like say, this is a SQL query which we checked in a PHP admin. Am I right?
Yes.
But this is a, you can say, Python code. Okay.
Mm.
So both are same. Here we are saying, hey, this is our model and it's a object and I want the user and object dot all. So whatever means available in user
Okay.
table, I
Yeah.
want all the objects.
Mm.
Here this is the same thing. We are saying, hey, select star. Star means anything, whatever is there, all. Am I right?
Yeah.
Please provide me those information. Okay, and here planning and mind mapping, real world book registry, the database table, and entries a row, field title, author column, librarian search, ORM queries. Like SQL query, here we have ORM queries. Okay, so you
Yeah.
don't need to deal with this. You need to know about these things like how you can run this ORM queries or how you can, which method you need to use doing this thing. Then you are good to go.
Yeah.
So under the hood, right now you are doing this for SQL. SQL is SQLite is a nothing. It's a file-based database. Am I right?
Mm,
You don't require any server or setup. You just require a file only. And right now we are using SQLite, but SQL is the same. Structure query language is same, so you can later on that same ORM will work for a Postgres or MySQL as well.
mm. So ORL is that library who's gonna convert those things to our server and also the database, right?
Yes, means whatever we want to communicate with our database, we will write in a Python with the help of ORM.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so here this is a flow. With model, if there is change, you require a migration, database table update, query result. Okay,
Mm,
so defining model. So for that, because it's a table, so for that we have a predefined structure with us, right?
yes.
So whatever table you want to create, you need to tell them, hey, I want this should be stored in my database. Right?
Mm, mm-hmm.
How you can communicate to the Django with the help of this means extending your model or class from base class model.models. Okay.
This is the post method, right? Like
This is my class. It's not a post method. It's my class. It can be you can write a student post,
mm,
blog, book, library, whatever. It's a
mm,
data
okay.
which you want to store.
Mm,
Am I right? So here, if you check this in a, our this PHP admin, then you are able to see it's showing this different data types available with us. Okay.
oh,
So for that, you require that database and things. So table structure. So right now you are able to see this table structure, and if you want to, you can say do this. Then you are able to give a type, and type also come up with the constraint as well. Let's say 64. Okay,
yeah.
so you can same flexibility as I told you. Same flexibility should be there. So cat type field, char field. So here, if you check this, then we have a char as well, data type char as well, var char. Okay,
Yeah.
variable char and char is also there. If you require some, you know, means it's not the variable is there, variable length is there. It should be a thing there, so you can do that. Okay, so let's say this is our table name. Okay, so right now let's make it testing table, or let me do it here. Test. Okay, and here we will create a new table. Table name with number of column. Let's say string for database. Create. Okay, you need to. And you can say you need to give a column name. That's ID. And these are the data types. Make sense?
Okay.
So to communicate with that, in a ORM, everything is defined. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just need to define your model and do this. Model dot char field, model dot means you are referring everything from models only. Boolean field, true, false, datetime field. So everything is there. You understand my point?
Yeah.
So both are different, but how you can communicate? ORM is a middleman there. Okay. So if you require a integer float, then you have a this as well. Yeah, means you require data types.
Yeah.
Boolean as well, date time as well. So and in a this in a you can say real life or real application, we have a different you can say let's say if we are going to make a library app or car fufu or you can say this restaurant app, am I right? Or any app, then we need to deal with the multiple entities, am I right?
Yes.
Multiple model. Let's say if we talk about any app, restaurant app, then customer is there, am I right? Staff is there, okay, and building is there. So, or you can say staff is there, department is there. So each and against means we need to create a table. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for that, if there is a different tables are there, then we there should be some relationship between all those. Am I right?
Mm.
So a relationship can be a one to one. Means if you have a one, you can say this. You have a one person, and we are saying you have a one house only,
Mm.
or you can say you have a in a marriage law, or you have a one family only. Am I right? Or you
Mm.
have a let's say one father only or one parent only. Okay, so this is a one to one where we will say means student can have only one role class, only one class can be there. Am I right?
Mm.
And but student can have a multiple you can say, but class can have a student, let's say you're doing btech or whatever, so you have a multiple subjects are there, class have a multiple subjects, so it's a one to many. Am I right?
So in the models we do this thing, right?
No, we are talking about um, right now we are talking about this relationship. We're talking
Mm.
about database only. Am I
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And we are talking about this, and to represent this earlier we means understand how we can represent the structure. Am I right?
Yes.
Data structure.
Yeah.
Now we're discussing about a relationship. What are the how many type of relationship and how you can do those relationship on your this with the help of ORM or models. How you can achieve that?
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So first we need to understand what kind of means this relationship available with us. One to one, like student only have a one. You can say
Fast.
this roll number or class. Am I right? Or student class. Class one class can have a multiple. One class is one, but subject can be multiple. Am I right? And you can say this, or you can say many to many means you have this many to many. You can think of like a you can say this many to many field tag. Let's
Like
say You
Classes,
have,
you can
yes,
go to teachers and students as well.
yes. So, yes, one teacher can have many classes, and many classes have a
Many students.
many, yes, many students or teachers.
Yeah.
One to one, where one field is on delete. So these are the meaningful things like cascade. If let's say you will delete, okay, one field, am I right?
Mm.
Relevant should be also cascade, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
And this a migration model alone do nothing until you sync with the DB.
Yeah.
We check this, am I right?
Yes.
And create migration. This because as we checked in a previous chapter, we have a some commands. Make sense? And in us this management.py we have some commands.
Yeah.
Okay, and in those commands we can run that. So if you make any change, how you can communicate with the help of that? It will do the things. It will update your database
Yeah.
schema. Okay,
Mm.
and this is a, you can say make migrations,
What is
and
schema?
then schema is the structure.
Schema
Your
is.
model schema, let's say it will define what is your column name, right? What are the
Mm.
properties and what are the data type there,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the constraints. That's called schema
Okay.
in a database term or this term. Okay.
Mm.
So this is a way to apply that actual this create actual tables in a database. Means whatever you communicate, now you need to do the same activity. Otherwise, if you not do, if whatever you are doing is you are doing for database, am I right?
Yes.
If there is no, you can say impact on database, then it's a useless.
Yes.
So it should
Um,
be, yes. Go ahead, please.
I had a question like for the migration, first we use the command make migration, right? For the make migration one, another small file called init001.py has been created, right? What this file do, like what's the reason for this one?
So it will give a flexibility and tell them, hey, this is a Django framework. Am I right? And
Yeah.
Django is doing heavy lifting for you.
Mm.
Okay, the files are there. Later on, when we talk about more on migration, then we will learn about that. But right now, you can think of it will tell them, hey, this project can be Django one,
Mm.
and it's understand this command with the help of the, and it will refer these files.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Like you can think of, we have a in this React.js, which we covered earlier, we have a packet.js. Am I right?
Yep.
So and packet.log JSON we have. So every file have their own meaning. Okay.
Mm.
So after creating, you can say after inserting the data, then definitely we want to fetch the data from our table. Am I right? From our database,
Yep.
and so that we can show that data on our UI. So for that, we require query.
Yes.
In our database itself, we require queries to fetch our data where we have a joins, left join, right joins, inner join, outer joins. Okay.
Yep.
Or we have a clause as well, where clause. Okay. And apart from that, there are mean another things as well. Procedure store procedures are there, indexes are there to speed up. So for that, we require a manage by shell, and here in that you can create the data with the help of this. You can perform operations like create, update, delete. This is a fetch. Okay,
Mm.
and you can apply a filter as well, and you can get a by ID as well.
Okay.
So basically, whatever you are able to do in your SQL, you can have a total flexibility here.
Yes.
Make sense?
Hmm.
And you can update the as well. Like here, we are getting and getting the data based on our IT and changing the value and saving that, updating.
Also, one thing. Uh, can you go up when you open the SQL terminal, right? This um, manage.py shell or a little this one.
Yes,
This
yes,
one
yes,
this one creates the shell which is directly connected to the database, right?
yes. So that
Mm.
you can perform the operation there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a CLI basically.
Okay.
So you can perform a CRUD operation. That's why I mentioned CRUD here.
Yeah.
CRUD. Okay. And database configuration definitely default DB SQLite, no setup needed as I told you.
Mm.
And in this, you can say these are the setting.py, these are the default configurations. Okay, production database, we require these real database. Right now, whatever you are able to see, it's MySQL. It's not this SQLite.
Yeah.
Okay. So create model, which we already done, and mini project. Any question or concern regarding this model and database things?
No, so far so good.
So right now, there is a meaning of this. Make this command is create changes. Am I right?
Mm.
So you can think of in a GitHub, we are whatever changes we are doing, we are state first. Am I right?
Mm.
And then we will commit.
Yeah.
So same thing. It's means analyzing the thing. It's a kind of build. Then we when you apply that build, that's a run. When you run, then it will apply.
Yeah.
And these are the critical things. So model define data structure, ORM handle data operations, migrations in code and database, Django support multiple databases. Okay,
Yeah.
so for that, I put one project for you so that you can check that. It's a library project, and in this project, we have, you can say this, fixture, static, template, everything is there. It's a library and URLs. Okay, so and SQLite is there. And if you want to check your this database, then I think so you require one extension. SQLite. SQLite. SQLite viewer. Okay. SQLite viewer default. So you can check this database means there as well or file as well. So you can validate whatever data is there or not. Okay,
Mm.
it's inserted there or not. And these are the files. And this is a REST framework. Right now we are not focusing on this, but these are the you can say this theory. Okay, these are the REST framework is a different story. So right now, if you check this, it's working like this way. This your whole app for this model and things. Okay,
Mm,
view all books. So if you want to see and if you want to apply some filter, this is a way to apply with this filter. So under the hood, as we discussed, is using the ORM, is doing the things with the ORM.
yeah. So over here in this library, whatever you changes you do, then it's gonna show up in the main website in the front end.
Yes, so basically, so right now,
So we can come to a conclusion that backend over here with the help of Django, we are kind of doing the maintenance, right?
so here you are able to see we are getting a model and these are the things we are setting with the this thing means for admin we are creating a admin for our user create admin with the help of this file and this is containing admin and library dot url. So library is a app. Okay,
Yes.
and in this app we have these files. Okay, and we have you can say this template library, and these are the style file as well, and migration is there. And
Mm,
this library also have you can say this have their own URL file and things, because in a previous chapter we discussed about this apps and things. Am I right?
yes.
So right now, if you check this is the form and the date input, author form. Am I right? Book form is there, and these are the widgets. Okay.
Yeah.
So for that model is there. You can check that.
Mm,
Book model is there. So for that, you can see this utility is there. With the help of that, you can URL is there. With the help of that, you can navigate. In a routing, we will discuss this in more detail.
yeah.
And you, I think you check that, and this is a URL and thing where based on this URL, it will your Django will understand. Hey, now I need to open this page. Or now I need to show this view. Because
Mm,
in this we have a different form, and in a simple this file itself we have the things, but we are calling that based on a request. This is a single file, am I right?
yeah.
So how you are communicating with the help of that routing only. Okay, now I need to now we need to load this view. Now we need to load this thing.
Yeah.
Here, this is the mapping. With the help of that, it will work. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you good with database and model?
Yes.
Could we move ahead for, or we will take that up in next class, or could we move ahead for a next topic? The migration. Migration is, you can say, I think we can cover in a 10 minutes. So, migration is a, you can say, way to communicate to your database. Hey, I changed something. Now, please change your structure as well.
Mm,
Let's say if you will not do that, then what we are doing? Hey, I want to add a email, but in a database don't know, because for a database there is no email field is there, column is not there. Am I right?
yeah.
Or you add one more column status, but in a database you don't have any status column where it will consume. And apart from that, you require a this is on means you will need to update, but you need to require a you can say tracking as well. When you update that, why, what you update. You understand my point?
Mhm.
So for that, if you don't have that, how you will do that?
So yeah, this is
Track.
where staging comes, right? Like we're staging everything, the make migration and seeing what's going on. Then we can do the main migration, right?
Yes. So that means it will check everything. Means whatever you are going to do is feasible there or not. Am I right?
Yes.
And if you are maintaining the decorum of this or not. If you are
Mm.
not maintaining decorum, then it will fail there. So just first command is for checking that. Am I right?
Mm.
And migration command, it will do this for your this. So blueprint change, model change, construction plan migration file, worker apply change, migrate command, database update. Okay.
Mm.
File change migration, create migration file, and it will create a migration. What need to be changed? Am I right?
Yeah.
Because let's say there is a change in a one column, it's created a new, then it will understand first what need to be changed. Am I right? Is this
Mm.
the update from previous structure? You change something, or it's you add something, or whatever you done, it need to be understand. Then after understanding, you need to apply. Okay.
Yeah.
So command we already checked that file inside. It will create this migration, generate file inside migration. Okay,
Mm.
like this initial pay by add field py.
Yeah. These are the files I was asking you about.
Yes, so basically in anything, whatever you are doing in your real life or project, first you need to make a plan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
so same thing is doing that. Same thing we are doing in a migration. Django is doing same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
First is understanding the thing and making a plan, and then is with the help of migration command is executing that.
Mm.
And if you want to check, you can check the migration status as well. Okay, app name this. Django will run migration file structure. These are the you can say with the help of that you can do that. What do you mean? Dependency, order control, operation actual DB changes, create model. Create model is a create mode. Type of changes you can migrate. Add field. When you are adding a new field, right?
Mm.
Remove field. Modify. You change something there. Earlier is a, you can say this.
Um.
Data type. You change the data type.
So how are we doing these changes in the model file?
Model. Yes.
Yeah.
Model file. Migration is required to communicate to a database. Hey, I done this. Please
Yeah.
update. Okay. So these are the things which you need to do that and do this migration by changing the things, real stuff.
Mm.
Okay, and do one thing. First, you just make a changes in a model.
Mm.
Okay, and with after changing in a model, what you need to do, you don't do any migration. Okay,
Mm.
and try to do that. Try to run your project. It will not work because database is still old one.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
So for that you need to migrate first. And in our real project itself, we encounter this problem.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, we faced this issue, and with the help of migration, we fixed that. Okay. Okay. Anything else we need to discuss?
No, I just wanted to talk about some other things.
Okay, let me stop the recording first.